is pleasing not to you, but to him.
Yeah.
It's John chapter 4. And to save face, I'm going to start at verse 5. And I'll read 5 through 13. And then conclude with verse 24. John chapter 4, starting with verse 5. So he came to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near the plot of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there, and Jesus therefore, being tired, being weary from his journey, sat thus by the well. It was about the 6th hour, which was about noon. A woman of Samaria came to draw water, and Jesus said to her, "Give me drink. Give me a drink." For his disciples had gone away into the city to buy food. In another version, it says to buy meat. Then the woman of Samaria said to him, "How is it that you, being a Jew, ask a drink from me, a Samaritan woman? For Jews have no dealings with Samaritans." Jesus answered her and said, to her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it says to you, 'Give me a drink,'
Hmm.
you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." The woman said to him, "Sir, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where then do you get that living water? And are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself, as well as his sons and his livestock?" Jesus answered and said to her, "Whoever drinks of this water will thirst again. But whomsoever drinks the water that I shall give him will never thirst." And verse 24, God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. The woman said to him, "I know that the Messiah is coming, who is called the Christ. When he comes, he will tell us all things." Jesus said to her, "I who speak to you am he." Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
And I want to just let you know it was awesome. How deep is your well? How deep is your well? And I had fun doing this because it talked about water, talked about a well, and it talked about Jesus on one of his amazing journeys. And he was going all through Judea. And his first miracle had just happened to be the wedding in Cana. And I thought this was the second miracle, but no. This was just on his way from Judea in the hill country all the way to a well that's just, I thought, okay, what kind of well is this? Is it like on Grandpa's farm? No, it was a well that was 135 feet deep. And on his way there, he sat down, and I can envision him sitting there, tired from his journey, and a woman, and it didn't say what her name was, and that's not important. What was important was he asked her for a drink. He initiated a conversation with a Samaritan woman. And by the way, Jews don't talk to Samaritans. And they don't talk to women in public without their husband. But Jesus took it upon himself to initiate a conversation with this woman. And in doing so, he found out, or she knew, that he had known more about her than she thought anyone could ever know. And how many times have we run across people, we don't know who they are, and we're quick to, we want to strike up a conversation with people that we know, but it's very hard to run across somebody without kind of sizing them up. And Jesus, in all his power, he already had her licked. He already knew all about this woman, but he talked to the unfaithful and left an amazing mark on her life.
Yes, he did.
Now, Samaria is the city, a few miles down the way, but Sychar was the closest spot where he could take the rest. I was looking at the news about Flint, Michigan, and the water situation there. And if you saw the images of the water in Flint, it would make you cringe. And then all of a sudden, when they start showing the images on CNN and all over Channel 8 and all over 59, you start looking at your own water. You start hesitating when you get ready to take a drink of water. And then all of a sudden, you start looking at your water bill. And you start watching what kind of water is in your tub bath. And if it comes out brown, you start thinking, okay, is this Flint water? Wow. Today, did you know that Obama went to Flint to figure out what's going on with this poisoned water? When I saw the 2 bottles on the internet, they had one bottle, a baby bottle, with brown water. And they had another bottle that was slightly lighter than the brown water. Now, what does this all have to do with the living water that only Jesus can give us? What inspired me most was that after opening up this conversation, he motivated her and he bridged the gap. He knew all about her. So he said, go tell your husband to come here. And she said, well, I don't have a husband. He said, that you were spoke well. You told the truth. Not only do you not have a husband, but you got 5 at home, and this one that you're with is not yours. Now that right there would make you stop and wonder, how did he know? He don't know me. Well, wait a minute, sir. She goes on. With dignity, he still gave her dignity, met her right where she was. All right. Well, how you going to ask me for a drink of water, and you don't even have nothing to go get the water with? So the woman said to him, sir, give me this water so that I don't get thirsty. And you know what I thought too? I said, well, that's the way we do. That's the way we roll. Once we get what we want in life, we off to the next thing.
Wow.
Now, what strikes me more important is that's the way we do business. With God, we kind of squelch what he can do by saying that he's going to fit in our schedule. And then we turn around and have the audacity to go to church on Monday evening after work, and we check it off as something that we did.
Wow.
Then we go to Wednesday prayer service, and after all the business of life, I ain't called on God, but when I go to church on Wednesday, if you check that off, check, we did that too. Now get me, we're putting God in a box, thinking we can't do nothing, we're going to take care of the thirst right now, get that drink and go on. And then we walk into Saturday morning, have another service and check that off. And then we go to Sunday's church and think that's going to do it. How deep is your well?
Come on.
Are we at a place where We're not thirsty. We're not hungry for the truth.
Mm.
And do we get to a place that we put God in a box, put him on our schedule, tell him when we gonna pray, and then go pray for something that we just want to get out of something? And that's what she did. Yeah, tell me about this water. But while you're telling me about the water, I just want to know so that I don't have to keep coming back to this well. What she missed was he was the living water,
Yeah.
the bread of life.
Yeah.
And that's where she needed to stay till she got it.
Yes.
And she shouldn't have checked it off her list. He asked her for a drink. He gave her an opportunity to tell the truth. Okay, granted, she did. And she still didn't get it. She said, well, okay, I'll give you that. You know about my husband. I don't have a husband. Okay. This was, by the way, recorded as the longest conversation in the Bible. He sat down at the well. The well is deep. A great deal deeper than she knew. Think about the depths of human nature. You know how you say people, hey, well, he's deep. Or she's deep. She got a lot going on. But that is our opportunity to introduce that person to God. That's an opportunity, not sizing them up on what they can and cannot do, but that's an opportunity to invite them in. And that's what he did. He took something and made something out of it. I love the song. Nobody got to tell everybody. And that's what he did. He took her further. Think about the wells that lie in us. On the surface, are we surface Christians? Are we the kind that, you know, on the outside we look like everything's going right when everything's going wrong? And the only people we think don't know are the people that we come in contact with every day? Come on now. If you got something going on and you think it's a secret, then you can't be trusted. Because it ain't a secret with God.
Right.
He knows it all.
Yes, he does.
And so what I like about her is she at least told the truth. She had a bit of an opportunity. That was that golden moment where she told the truth. And so when you go in your secret place in the deep wells of your soul, when things that you know about, that you think that don't nobody know about, tell it to God. All right. Do it. He's waiting right there because he already knows. And that's how he did her. He already knows that. You said right, my sister. You not only have 5 husbands, but you got one man in there with that you ain't with now. And you call him your husband. Okay? How deep are we? How deep is your well? Is anybody troubled? I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that keep taking on more stuff and forget that I can lay it on him. I'm not the only one that forgets to cast all my cares on him because he cares for me. I'm not the only one that takes up where I left off yesterday. I'm not the only one. I'm not. I stand corrected every single day I wake up. I'm not perfect. And neither are you. Neither are you. Neither are we. He took this adulterous woman and he made her a vessel. We got deep, dark secrets that we don't want to tell. We got things that we don't want people to know. But you want me to trust you? I don't trust you. I'm sorry. I trust the man that's got all the world wrapped up in his hand.
Yeah.
I trust the one that changes not. I trust the one that says, fear not. because I've overcome the world. That's who I trust. This world will give you trouble.
It's guaranteed.
They got trouble in the water. That water's dirty. And so are we. We're dirty. Every time we think that we can go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, check, 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 double check, and be done with God, you're fooling yourself.
Woo!
Because He already knows.
He already
So
knows.
you might as well repent. Tell Him all about your troubles.
Yes.
Because He'll hear the faintest cry.
Yeah, well.
And He will answer. By and by. He wasn't just an ordinary man.
No.
What kind of man? What kind of woman am I? What kind of man are you? When we get to a place where we don't need God, we don't need no water, no living water, and we get to a place where we don't even need His healing power. Yeah, I'm saying it because all we got to do is call on Him.
That's it.
And tell it like it is instead of lying. Tell Him the truth. Because He already knows the truth. We neglect ourselves because we say the hour is coming. I am He. How deep is your well? Now this episode in the life of Jesus highlights His love for us. Forgiveness and reaching the wells of our life. Our soul. No matter how deprived, how wicked, or how evil things may seem. Even just plain unintelligent. That was a dumb thing I did. And I'll say that in a minute. That was real stupid. Like, why are you letting this kid who walked past you, told you he's going out to the bus with or without you, why are you letting that bother you? Don't get the principle. If my arm was long enough, I would went around and tapped him on the shoulder. This boy will not talk to me this way. Matter of fact, I'm going to text him as fast as I can, tell the mother, don't even bring him back. Have you ever got so heated
Woo,
that you
stop.
think you're going to take care and you're
Yeah.
going to be in control of your situation?
Lord help me.
I'm not in control of my situation. None of them. Man, one. God's in control.
Yes, He is.
This woman had 5 husbands. But the fact of the matter is, she was eager to hear His message
Yes, she was.
to the point where she ran back to tell all the Samaritans who don't belong with Jews and brought the whole crowd with her to meet Jesus. She said, come see a man.
Yes, she did.
That's what she said. She said, come see a man
Amen.
who told me all about myself.
She did.
She became an instrument bringing others to Christ. Can we say that we can bring people to Christ? Can we really say that?
Mm-mm. He
I thought
draws.
about what happened, and I said, okay, why you getting all ugly? You call yourself a saint.
Oh, Lord help.
And you putting on a robe, and you taking in the cloth, and taking in the wine, and doing all these things. How dare you let this situation take control? Don't you know you can kill yourself by just thinking wrong?
Yeah.
Just think it wrong. If you don't lay it on His lap, on His shoulder, you hurt yourself. You ain't hurting that person that you're talking about.
Not at all.
Jesus did the unpopular thing to accomplish unforgettable things. The wells in her life the wells in my life. Let me not forget that first day. But don't let me just stay there. Don't let me stay there. All right. God doesn't want us to be lay down, sit on the bench Christian. He does not want that.
Come on.
There's too much work to do.
Yes, ma'am.
And you don't have to let this world convince you that you are a wrong person. It ain't this world that you got to worry about. You got to worry about that living water. Yeah. That deep well that you're lying to yourself that you think he doesn't already know. God allowed Jesus to leave an unforgettable mark on a spiritual truth. He was simple with her and direct. He met her where she was, and that's how he does us. He took what he had, asked her for a drink. He could have reached down and handed it water. He could have got the water. No matter how tired he was, he had living water. Yeah. He had that water that, do you know how to define motivation? What motivates you to get up every morning? That's what kind of hunger. That's how come, what kind of thirst she had for my God. She had a thirst, a hunger. She wanted to get with him. She didn't want to check him on her list. Jesus said to her, I who speak to you right now am he. I'm the Messiah. His well is deep. How deep is your well? How deep is it? Amen.